Greetings, sports fans. ASMR Sports back in your business. Today, I hope you like my new setup. I was just kind of organizing, rearranging my desk here, and I noticed that a lot of sports card YouTubers have a nice little kind of background setup, and a lot of them like to kind of get these little holders, little like displays that you can put top loaders or one touches in, and kind of line those up in the background as they get big hits. And I don't have any of those, but I did like the idea of putting just something in the background to flavor it up a little bit. But I'll maybe get some of those little holders. I've seen them at card shops and stuff I've been to. So they sell them, lots of places that I shop at. So online, so I might get those. I kind of like that idea. Hope everybody's doing well. You may have noticed that I have kind of fallen off the wagon of my schedule of posting on my 3 channels, all of which are linked in the description of this video, by the way, if you're like wondering what the heck my 3 channels are. Just because, I don't know, I just sort of ran out of inspiration on my 2 other channels. This is my main channel. It's got like the vast majority of my subscribers, and everything I post here will get 10 to 20 times the views. So it's been hard to figure out what to do on these other channels, but I'm going to try to get back on that schedule and post to those other channels, and I do appreciate everybody who has subscribed to them, so thank you for that. If you haven't already, please check those out. There's one other ASMR channel I have and one non-ASMR channel that's related to sports cards, so please subscribe to either of those if you're interested. However, I do think my plan is to kind of try to post more frequently here than elsewhere, even though I hope I can still do that and keep on schedule. It may mean sort of, I don't know, crappier, less produced videos. But I know a lot of people just love to have, one of these videos to relax to as they go to sleep, or just wind down in an evening, and probably production value is not that important. Like, I was putting the kind of prices of cards up in some of the videos, and I actually like that when I watch videos, because a lot of times I'm really curious to see what things are selling for, but it takes quite a while to do that. So if I'm doing more frequent videos, that sort of has to go by the wayside, and that's probably fine. Alright, well, apologies if you're new to this channel and you're like, why is this guy rambling on? That's usually what I do. But I have a lot of stuff. All the stuff you see in the background here, like that stuff, is all stuff I bought to open up on one of these videos. And I have a ton more. Like, I have a whole wall of stuff on my desk. Like, to my left, I had just all this stuff stacked up about 2 or 3 feet high in 2 stacks. All these blasters and then these things. And I've got lots more of these. I also have these. So I'll say a little bit about these. I have been lucking out and finding these when they do restocks at my local Target. They usually do restocks on the same day, which is a Thursday, and sometimes they don't do it on Thursday, they do it on Friday, or sometimes they do both days. But I usually roll in about Thursday afternoon, and if there's nothing there, I'll come back on Friday. It's sort of out in the neck of the woods where I play tennis, so I'm out there quite a bit. I play tennis several times a week, and so I stop by on one or both of those days, as the case, as needed. But they've been having these in stock. These are 2022 Topps Update Series hanger boxes, and if you ever see these in the wild, you should buy them because they're, at retail price, they're the best, sort of deal you can get on 2022 Topps Update, which is, pretty popular. There's a lot of good cards in here. A lot of people, are after the kind of players that have rookies in here. So even if you don't really want to open it, maybe you want to hang on to this. I think this is a good one to hang on to for, a year or two or three. As some of the big name players in here, maybe have breakout careers. But anyways, I've picked up, and you can only buy 5 card items at a time at Target, so I can't really just buy them out, which I'd prefer to do. But when I've seen them, I've picked up my 5, and it's added up. So I have a lot of these. I'd like to open some of them. And these I picked up a while ago. This is a Topps Chrome Update, which a lot of people are pretty upset about. Mostly the hobby product, though, because the hobby stuff was apparently the same, literally the same packs that you get in these boxes, which are retail boxes. You get 4 cards per pack and 5 packs per box in here. And the packs inside these are literally the same packs that showed up in the hobby boxes, and Topps basically said, oh yeah, our bad, and they gave a refund, partial, like a $20 credit to everybody who bought a box. Or they gave them to their distributees, and then those distributees were supposed to pass along those credits to their customers, etc. So anyways, I think maybe the retail is not that bad of a deal, but I don't know, a lot of people just are really sour on this. I have never opened any of this. I have a hobby box of this I got from my distributor, and I have these 2 boxes, and that's it. And this product was just really weird this year. All of the formats basically just feature these 5 card packs, whether it's this, whether it's the mega boxes, whether it's the hobby boxes, and I don't think there's any other formats, but kind of weird because usually a hanger box like this, would have a single pack in it like this one does. Instead, these are just the 5 card packs. So a lot of strangeness going on with Topps this year, but I'm interested to open some of that stuff. It basically has the same, more or less a similar checklist as this product, but it's chrome cards, and there are, oh no, where's my, let's see, I'm gonna have to get my knife or scissors here. There are these purple parallels that come in. A lot of Topps Chrome retail products, and so those are in there, and then there's colored parallels that are pretty tough to get, but I'm gonna do some of this first. Plastic wraps on these are pretty stiff plastic, so they're very noisy. Man, this chair just makes loud ass noises. It bothers me. Maybe I should switch it with another chair I have. I think I'm gonna open 3 of these and get all of them out here right now. If you have HBO, you probably are watching this series called The Last of Us, which is based on a video game from quite a few years back. And I've been watching that. It's only got 2 episodes out so far, but props when I say that. He was the guy who played, what was I saying, those peas, a lot of peas. He was the guy who played the Mandalorian in the show, The Mandalorian, about one of Boba Fett's, like, ancestors or whatever. Okay, it's not technically an ancestor, but you know what I'm saying if you know Star Wars. So anyways, you know, I like that guy because I watched The Mandalorian. Maybe they'll do 4 of these. And I thought, you know, I like at least, you know, well produced, like kind of high production value, science fiction, even like zombie stuff. Even though there's just so much zombie stuff out there, it's just gonna be ridiculous. But I do watch Walking Dead. Although I've got a few episodes to watch in the like most recent season. Actually, I think the second most recent season I still need to catch up on. All right, so we have 4 of these big old blocks of cards, which I like to see. Let's see if we got anybody good on the top packs. Oh, Bryson Stott's not bad. Anyways, I've been watching this show, and you know, it's pretty good. There are a few things that are, you know, slightly different about this show as compared to the average, you know, virus zombie show. Including that it's not a virus, it's a fungal infection. So, which I think fungi are like mycelium, which is the family of, you know, plants that, actually it's not technically a plant, I don't think, it's like its own thing. And it's what, like mushrooms are a part of. If you're a biologist and what I said was just completely stupid, then, you know, keep it to yourself. No, seriously, you can correct me, I don't really care. So I'm gonna maybe pull out the cards that I will like sleeve up later. So like any rookies that are top guys like Royce Lewis, you know, he hasn't really done anything yet, but he's definitely been a good prospect over the years. Albert Pujols is a star. So I'll pull out the stars, you know, and maybe these will end up in those packs that I used to do where it's like 10 cards and all of them are like superstars. Like the pitcher rookies, I'll count as commons. The hitters I'll take out. And then the stars I'll take out. Edward Cabrera as a pitcher, so I'm not going to include him. Matt Strahm, there's a native Fargoan, technically a West Fargoan, which is a different city, but we count him as one of our own. He's now with Boston and started out with, God, who did he start out with? I can't even remember. Let's take a look. The Royals, yeah. So he's with the Royals. Then he went to the Padres for a few years. So he's just kind of bouncing around a bit, but pretty solid pitcher. You know, kind of like a sort of like a 3-4-5 type starter. Trying to think if he's been used as a reliever during like his time with the Padres. And it looks like like 3, parallels here, one of which is numbered in this pack. I mean, lots of good stuff in these things. And then these stars of the MLB, we'll have a decent number of rookies like Spencer Torkelson is good. Austin Riley is a star. There's Josh Gibson. Gabriel Arias. Pena's a nice one. I'm catching a lot of glare here if I don't get that angle just right, so I have to adjust some things. Let's use Fox. The green will take out because he's a bit sure about a star one at that. Same with Mackenzie Gore, Chris Bryant. We'll put in the stars. Kershaw, star. Garrett Stubbs, Stephen Kwan is a rookie. Tyler Wade, former Yankee. Utility infielder, Kevin Smith. Against my better judgment, put him in the stars. And Spencer, rookie debut right there, not bad. Okay, so I also might think I'm gonna pull out like just the like common parallels. So a lot of decent cards in there, and you just need kind of one of these to produce maybe a parallel on the top rookie, or like an SP of a good player, and you're doing pretty dang good. So between like one of those two good things happening, and just the value of the base rookies of like Julio Rodriguez and Bobby Witt Jr., you're gonna be doing pretty good. At these are I think $11.99 a piece. These hanger boxes, so you don't have to get much to kind of get your value back. I'm tempted to put that aces up in stars, but I don't know, for some reason I didn't. Now see, this is the base. Bobby Witt Jr., what you're looking for is a real nice card that'll gem, great gem mint. And this is a pretty nice one. The bottom edge is a little rough, so maybe not a perfect example, but the centering is real nice. The surface looks clean, so if this were to grade a PSA 10, you'd pay whatever $18 to get this graded. It'd probably have a value right now of like $40 or something like that in a PSA 10. So there's your money back on a couple of these packs. Put gray on the stars. Yes. But again, I also like the idea of just kind of hanging on to these two, and maybe they'll be worth, $40-50 per box at some point. If one of the big rookies here, that's a real nice one. Royce Lewis, royal blue, rough on the left edge there. These dark colored borders are tough to gem up, but pretty cool. And we look at that, we got a big star in a rainbow parallel. So, and these stars, the MLB cards are also tend to have plenty of rookies like this guy, Julio Rodriguez, very nice. So, just a lot of opportunities. Carlton Fisk I'll take out. I'm also taking out like Hall of Famers if I get any, although I'm guessing I already missed some because I kind of forgot. More Matt Strom. Another Freddie. Alright, so now we're going to get to the horizontal cards, which are pretty much trash. cases of retail boxes of this stuff. It's kind of the, the big purchase of this that I'll be, maybe hanging on to, and then opening a bunch of. I opened one box of that retail on my non-ASMR channel called The Sports Card Show. Link below. Yeah, I've been meaning to open a box on this channel. So I will hope to do that soon. I got so much stuff to open. I got a bunch of hockey hobby boxes, Upper Deck. I got all these, blaster boxes. So there's another nice, probably with this bottom edge looks a little rough too, interestingly. But still, a nice card, even without grading, that's like probably a $5 card, maybe a $4 card. And again, these are $12 boxes, so that $4 or $5 value really helps get your money back. And we're not even to the middle of the pack. That's why people like this stuff a lot. Look at that, same pack. We got a kind of an off-center, top to bottom off-center J-Rod. So this is a $5 card. Pretty easy. So this pack's really nice. We got the two big rookies in here. And we got our gold. So Nick Senzel, once upon a time, was a pretty good young player. Or at least a prospect. Jordan Alvarez will take out. Carlos Correa will take out. And a nice Bobby Witt Jr. So we got J-Rod and we got Bobby of those. And these black golds are not super common, but not terribly valuable, but they're super cool looking. I mean, you got this gold, just a super like shiny background, and star player like Vladdy. That's probably like a $2 card, $3 card. So this pack has been really good. I mean, we definitely got our $11 worth. No problem. Another Vlad. This is a pretty big Vlad pack, plus the really nice rookies. So a lot of Heliot. Got the debut and the regular rookie card in the same pack. That's like the third one of those MJ Melendez rookies we've gotten too, so a lot of repetition. But this is a pretty small set, so you will see a lot of the same cards over and over again, which, if you're looking for those J-Rods, is a good thing. J-Rod has a J-Rod and Witt and Torkelson, and Jeremy Pena, all have, their base regular rookies in this, as well as the rookie debuts, and they all have like stars of the MLB cards. They all have these 87, throwback rookies. So there's just a ton of opportunity to get the good players, and that's why people like this stuff. Sometimes Topps Update, will only have like the rookie debuts of the top of, one or more of the better rookies. Sometimes you'll get lucky, like in 2018, the top guys, Ohtani and Soto and Acuna and Gleyber Torres, all had base rookies, so that's why that set was super popular. And then most of those guys, I think everybody but Ohtani had rookie debuts as well. I don't think Ohtani had a rookie debut in 2018 update, but I might be wrong. You'd think he might, because he did have his rookie debut in 2018. And those update sets are the only place where they make those rookie debut cards. So yeah, I think, now that I think about it, I think Ohtani maybe did have a rookie debut in there. I sort of like nice Spencer Torkelson base rookie. So yeah, that product is just loaded, and this one is very similar, right? Because the top 3-4 guys all have their base rookies and rookie debuts in this set, so it feels a lot like 2018, notwithstanding the fact that, you know, really only one of the guys in here, namely Julio Rodriguez, has blown up currently, but you know, it took a while for a number of the guys in the 2018 class to hit their stride as well, so it does take a while sometimes for really good players to kind of get in their groove. I haven't seen a chrome of these. These come in regular, and then rarely you get a chrome, but another Bobby, very nice. Royce Lewis, 87 rookie, very cool. Soto. Albert Abreu, so he came up with the Yankees, and then I think the Rangers, yeah, was the next place he went after the Yankees, but he was a pretty big flamethrower, and I thought looked pretty dang good for the Yankees, but they traded him away. I think, was that the Isaiah kind of Falefa trade? I believe it was. Nice Ohtani Trout card there. Suzuki. And a Bobby rookie debut, very cool. So, you know, pulled out a fair number of these cards to go into the kind of sleeve piles. So, you know, a lot of good stuff coming out of these. Nothing really killer. You know, if that green we got would have been somebody good, it would have been, you know, easily probably make the whole break, but we did get that Royce Lewis blue, so that was cool. We got a good number of parallels, and that's what's great about these hanger boxes. They give you a really good chance to get a bunch of the parallels, like the golds, the blues, the greens, the oranges come in here, I think. So all of those cards, like the chance to get those cards like on per dollar that you spend on the product is the highest in this format, as opposed to many of the other formats like hobby and jumbo. And so for jumbo is like a terrible deal at current, you know, prices, in terms of its, you know, chance per dollar of getting you the, you know, parallels that are valuable. Now, of course, there are parallels that only come in hobby products, and you're not going to get any of those in the hangers, but there are lots of parallels that come in every kind of product, and those parallels are your cheapest chance to get them is in those hanger boxes. So that's why people are a fan of those, and they buy them up when they see them. So if you see them, you should get them. I think at Walmart they cost a fair bit more than $11.99. I feel like they might be $14.99 at Walmart. Walmart has been jacking up the price of their stuff ever since the boom of retail, which is long since dead for the most part. So they're going to be sitting on a lot of inventory until they change that policy, and I'll be waiting for those clearance sales. Because if you're Walmart, you can't really sit on stuff. However, I have to say, at my Walmart, God, it is just empty. I don't know if they're just not stocking anymore, or if people are really buying more there than anywhere else in the country. But boy, every time I go there, it is just like totally depleted. So I'll do a rookie stack, commons over here on the left, and another big problem people have with Topps Chrome Update and Topps Chrome, but I think Topps Chrome Update especially, is centering has been trash. Production quality. So all the cards in this pack were like wildly off center, and I mean, it's just like, this is off center in the opposite direction of this one. Like this has a huge left border. This has a huge right border. So yeah, I can see why people are not fans. Although, you know, it does really, it's a nice Royce Lewis. I feel like that pink, it's like a pink wave, it's going to be numbered. Anyways, when you have these production issues, while it's depressing, because if you get a good card and it's crap condition out of the pack, it sucks, but, like, on the other hand, it does sort of make it all the more, you know, valuable when you get a card that is centered nicely. Because, you know, if you get that graded, pop count's going to be very low. This is some interesting looking Ted Williams. Thought it might be a parallel because I have gold on the top, but that's just, I guess, the base. But I'll put him in my Hall of Fame pile. Austin Nolan, who is going to be, got a rookie. Rockies, no idea. Oh boy. Not the droid we're looking for, but that is not numbered. So, anyways, cool to get a rookie parallel. So, and that was actually pretty on center. Look at that. That's one of the more centered cards in the pack. But it is a little bit off center. So, I'm curious to see how many colored parallels we get in one of these boxes. Actually, if I look at there you go, 3 of those pink waves we just saw. So I should have known that was not numbered, but there's our second pink wave. Hasley, Pujols, put him in the stars pile, and Isaac Paredes. Okay. So the Sapphire version of this product recently came out, and some people are starting to get those shipments from Topps. On the blowout forums, people are calling it like the product of the year. There's a lot of people pumping it. I think it originally sold for $129 on Topps, those boxes of that stuff, and I think on eBay they're going for like, you know, $220 or so. That was as of a few days ago, so they might be, you know, different now. I did not get any of that. I just frankly did not notice when that became available. Otherwise, I probably would have picked up, you know, whatever, 10 boxes or something. But I was kind of surprised to see it so popular because it's basically the Sapphire version of this product. But so you'd think, you know, people hate this, they're gonna hate that, but I think, you know, the checklist of this is okay. It's the production, you know, I mean, look at this centering. It's the production issues, and the, you know, the sort of bait and switch on the hobby form of this product that people take issue with. So I guess those issues are not present in Sapphire necessarily, but they could be, right? And I don't think I've seen any, you know, kind of, let's do the second box, shall we? I don't think I've seen, any reports of like huge production or quality control issues with the Sapphire yet, but that stuff has not gotten to a lot of people yet, so the jury is still out, as they say. Sorry. I think these boxes are like $20, $19.99. That's what it might actually be $24.99. I remember feeling like they were kind of expensive when I bought them. Nice Abrams, that's relatively centered, so thank you for finally giving us the rookie. Al Thomas Pink, not bad. Alright, Jesse Winker, Seth Lugo, Bryce Harper gold, diamond thing that's not really gold. And Cole Irvin is our second pink out of this box. see a non-pink parallel. Come on, stop. Sweet Acuna Refractor, that's pretty cool. I might have to top load this guy. Oh, look at that right behind it, some more goodness. Very cool. And Jack Swinsky is our final pink. We have one pack left. Alright, Joe Ryan, MJ Melendez, Jeremy Pena, rookie debut, Rylan Bannon, and Connor Joe. I guess that was not our final pick before. Oh well. Well, there you go. So, those, I feel like those four hanger boxes of update were costed less than the 2 boxes of Topps Chrome update, but I'd say we got significantly more value out of the regular Topps update hangers than the 2 Chrome update hangers. So these are those shells. I really like these guys. I can't say I'm gonna make them my only sleeve, but definitely like any card that deserves to go in a top loader, I'm gonna put in one of these. Anything that might, be worth grading now or in the future, I'm gonna put in one of these. And for the rest of the cards, like just sort of this random rookie type folks, I'm just gonna use like one of these guys, just a standard cardboard gold card sleeve that I've been using now for a while. I have those up on my website, hotcardboard.com. Swing on by. So like all those Rodriguez rookies, Bobby Witt rookies, which are theoretically grading candidates, I'll put those in the shells. But these cards that are just never ever going to be something I consider grading, I'll just put in standard little cheapo sleeves, which cost, roughly half the price. This one, just because it's so off center, I'm not going to put it in a shells sleeve. Although I might pull it out and put it in a top loader because I think it's worth maybe a bit more than $3. Same with this Franco. Would love for those to have been base rookies and not the updates, or not the pro debuts. shipped to Canada, generally, like UPS is the cheapest by far way to do that, and it's usually like pretty decent price wise. You know, certainly more than like shipping to any other like country. And I think, you know, the UPS is cheap because I'm so physically close to Canada. So now if I were shipping to, I don't know, like Toronto or, you know, like Vancouver, like, I don't know, the, you know, farthest reaches of the country from where I am, maybe the cost would be like way higher. But like Saskatchewan, which is the province right north of North Dakota, in fact, you know, in Saskatchewan they have a place called the International Peace Gardens, which, if you've never heard of, is a fun little place. That was set up as kind of like a, I don't know, international recognition of world peace. There's a lot of, you know, just different like flowers and plants in elaborate kind of displays. I used to go there like all the time when I was a kid. I don't know, my mom, you know, rest her soul, was apparently pretty fascinated with the place, so she would drive the family up there. And kind of fun to talk about this because I know I have a Canadian viewer who was just commenting on one of my hockey videos, and by the way, the reason I was mentioning this, and I'll say a little bit more, but the reason I was mentioning this is North Dakota, our motto is like the Peace Garden state, because we are the, you know, North Dakota side of the Peace Garden, which, you know, is like sort of a Canada and U.S. thing, right? Because it's right on the border. And anyways, that was just like sort of my proof that we're close to Canada, because we're named after like a thing that's in Canada in our motto. And anyways, we used to go up to this Peace Garden place. Must have been there like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times when I was a kid, and they had like a campground, so we would, you know, I grew up quite poor, so in the summers we would go camping with my mom, you know, my mom and my sister and me, and we would camp up there, and you know, I always just thought it was kind of so weird to be in Canada, like another country. We'd have, you know, to exchange our money for Canadian money. I think nowadays they probably are a bit more accepting of U.S. Currency, just because there's it's more valuable. I mean, the exchange rate is more favorable to U.S. than the U.S. dollar, and you know, when it's sort of more in parity with the Canadian dollar, I think maybe businesses are less likely to want to take your U.S. dollars. But as long as the U.S. dollar is worth like significantly more in terms of the exchange rate, then I would guess it's maybe easier to use U.S. dollars. Although, yeah, they might gouge you on the exchange rate that they apply to that acceptance, so who knows if that's worth doing. But anyways, we had to use Canadian money, and the thing I actually remember most about Canada is they had these boxes of toffee that came in like these, you know, rectangular boxes, and they had like a plaid kind of design on them. And this stuff was sold in the U.S., but I never saw it around North Dakota. But in Canada, they had it all over the place. And I feel like in Canada it was called toffee, and when this stuff was sold in the U.S., it was called caramel, and it was the same manufacturer. organization called DECA. I was big into DECA, if any of you guys are DECA folks. I was like big into DECA, you know, president of my chapter and whatnot. And anyway, so we went to like the national convention, and it was in Detroit, Michigan. But we're getting to some good memories here. I have very fond memories about this stuff, but that was the first time I'd ever traveled in my life. This was my senior year of high school. Again, we were very poor. We weren't flying anywhere, folks. You know, the school paid for this trip. So we flew to Detroit from, you know, Fargo, where I live and lived then. Boy, that's funny. That trip was sort of very formative for me. A lot of things happened on that trip. I won't go into here, but maybe if somebody wants to hear about it, I'll talk about more later. But anyways, long story short is that was in Detroit, and and Detroit is like sort of right by the Canadian border, and there's a town called Windsor, Canada, which is like right across from Detroit on the Canadian side. And you know, you can go there, and like me and a few of the folks from the state that we all came from, North Dakota. It was like some of the folks from my high school, and then some folks from like another high school in North Dakota. We got together and we sort of plotted our escape, and we like snuck out of the hotel that we were staying in. We were definitely not supposed to do this, and I don't know how we got there. I feel like there was like a train or something that went there, like a bus, some kind of public transportation that went into Windsor, Canada. And we went there and hung out for a night, and nothing too crazy happened. Although the drinking age in Canada was 18 at that time, and 21 in the United States, you know, as it is everywhere in the United States. And I feel like some people maybe were able to drink, but I don't think anybody that I knew, you know, went to a bar or anything like that, because they had like the rest of us, like 16 and 17-year-olds with them. So anyways, that's my wild and crazy story about Windsor, Canada. I don't know how the heck I got into that, but here we are 51 minutes later. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for watching. Give a like if you haven't already. It helps grow the channel and get more unsuspecting viewers to come in and ask what the hell ASMR is. Alright, see y'all later. Bye now.